Hello.
Hi all, thank you for joining us on this Halloween spooktacular weekend. Hope you're having an amazing weekend.
Yeah, and if you spot any kind of things happening in the background behind us, please tell us, because we haven't got any actors in here, so somebody's coming up to get us.
And if anything moves, that's really scary. So, first of all, he's off already. Literally 2 seconds in and he's already there. So, who went to the NEC? Amazing. Let's just see who's on, and then we've got Driving the Frontier. Good evening. Andy Glore, great watching but eating. Just got back from the Cotswolds and a spot of walking.
Very nice.
Nice, Andy. Oh, I wish we could have done some walking. We were just trying to get over getting into bed very late last night, weren't we?
It was a late Halloween party last night, so today's been about recovery and then getting ready for this.
Yeah, 2 o'clock in the morning. We're too old for that now. We're not youngsters anymore. Oh, we have Caravan bloggers in the house. Woo! Hi, Graham. Flannels. Greetings from US Virgin Islands. New followers, Jamie and Carl. Hi, Jamie and Carl. Wow.
That's a long way away.
That is a long way away. What time's it going to be there then, I wonder? Oh, you'll have to let us know, Jamie and Carl, what the time is there. Babbling Brooks are on as well. Hello, Babbling Brooks. Nice to see you. They are now full-time van lifers. Going to be doing a lot of stuff, so we're watching their posts with interest because, yeah, they're lovely. Such a lovely couple. So if you don't know the Babbling Brooks, you need to get on their channel because they're lovely. Really lovely. Who else? We've got Lammy Pies.
Hello, Lammy.
Hi, Lammy. Thanks for the share on Twitter. Bruce Adventures. Hey. Remember you? Bruce Adventures, when I used to do Motorhome Happiness, I used to just post my little things as Michelle Barnett, didn't I? And yeah, he was one of the followers from years and years and years ago, from 5 years ago. So that's nice to have him on board. Who else have we got? Chris Raven, evening all. What will Colin do next? Looking forward to this from Nottingham. Hey, a local boy.
Just down the road or up the road from us.
Yep, just up the road from us. Nice to see you. Nicholas Povey, hi, hello. Doolittle. Liking the props. We were going to get dressed up, weren't we? But we decided after last night we'd Andy's actually still got a bit of the blood that I put on his face still on there.
It's taken me all day to get it off, so I didn't want to put it back on again.
Yeah, it's good job you're not working tomorrow, isn't
No.
it? Let's see who else we've got. We've got Spence for Les Smith. Hello from Sarah and Spencer. Hi guys. Hunter Dixon. Hi from Daytona Beach, Florida. Impressive. In fact, I remember you saying you were going to join us. That's so lovely. Thank you. We're in America. This is so cool. It's 3 p.m. Atlantic Standard Time here. That's the couple, what are they called? Jamie and Carl? Jamie and Carl. So 3 p.m. there.
Yeah.
7 p.m. here. Rob and Lynn on tour. Hi, guys. Nice to see you. Who else have we got? Gary Dinsdale and Linda Dinsdale. That's quite a mouthful when you've had a little gin or two.
And I know all about mouthfuls, don't I? Tripping up over the campsite shop in the last video.
Oh, did anybody watch the last video? That was hysterical. I was wetting myself laughing at that. It was so funny. Yeah, walking along the campsite shop.
It's easily done. Really easily done.
I'll just say a few more hellos before we start chatting. So, Sue Brown, local girl, following you. I'm on... Oh, okay, cool. She's just literally down the road, not too far from us. Jared B, hello from Finland. Oh, Jared, hello. Yeah. We're looking forward to you giving us lots of information about Finland, has to be said, because that is definitely on our list.
Yeah.
And the post that you put about the amount of lakes that you've got.
Or the mountains, and and it stays light virtually all through the night.
Yeah, that is so on our radar. So we're going to get in contact with you because that's going to happen. Maybe not next year because we've got quite some big adventures coming up. We've got so much to tell you. We'll just do a few more little hellos and then we'll start. So who else have we got? Chris Raven went to the NEC on Wednesday. Sorry, missed us. By the way, we're from Yeovil, South Somerset. Yeovil, beautiful. I went there when I was in my 20s. Really lovely. We do love it down south, don't we?
We do.
Beautiful. Cornwall, all down there. So nice. Somerset, gorgeous. Matthew Rouse, Matt and Mandy from Forest of Dean, loving your videos, giving up on Sky TV.
Oh.
Hey there, babe. Cheers, folks. That's really lovely. Oh, and Professional Moochers, another amazing couple on YouTube. They're so lovely. Saying hello from Liverpool. Hello. Oh, and we've got Bertie Bass. Late to the party, here they are. Bertie Bass, hello, folks. They've got their own YouTube channel as well now. There's quite a few YouTubers here, as well as everyone else. Lovely to see you all. One more, we've got Masters in Disguise, loving your videos. Now Spanish tours was fantastic, and North Wales too. Thank you so much. The Spanish tours.
Yeah, it's been so popular, the Northern Spain tours. And we actually did it over 2 different tours, didn't we? So I think if we went back again, we'd actually combine some of those places. And literally, I think there's probably not a single place where we went in Northern Spain which we'd say we didn't enjoy.
No,
it was all spectacular.
Spain is stunning. It's so lovely, isn't it? And hopefully, I mean, we're going to bring you some amazing adventures of our last 6-week tour that we did. Just superb. There were so many bucket list places on there. Finally got that tick.
Yeah.
Just incredible, isn't it? So we're going to tell you all about that, and then tell you about our new adventures we're going to get doing, and also a few little things we've got going on in the pipeline. Bit secretive. Might be able to tell you a little bit, but can't give you too much information until we've got the nod from them.
Can I throw in another toy as well?
Yes. Oh, what? Another what?
Another purchase.
Toy? No, you can't. See, I said yes. Throwing in those purchases already. No, there's no more boys' toys for a while, babe.
Okay.
The garage is full and locked.
There is something we need, but let's talk about it later.
Seriously. Oh my goodness me. Right. First of all, we need to say, as we were saying anyway, NEC, who went, we obviously only got there on the Saturday this time, which is a real shame. Normally we try and do 2 and 3 days and say hello to everybody, but we got back on the Monday really late in the evening, hadn't we? And we got so much to catch up on, not only family, but just loads of everything else. 6 weeks worth of washing, just so much to do. But whilst we were there, we held a little competition. And that's all care of Carthago.
Yes.
They came up with the idea, which was really lovely. And they gave us our own little stand. And then we were going to meet people from, was it 11 till 12?
Yeah.
I ended up being there till about 2:30 because it was crazy bonkers. There were so many of you, and it was just amazing. Absolutely fantastic. And he was hangry by the end of it because he hadn't had any food. Hanging, weren't you?
I was. I needed food.
So, I'll carry on.
No, I'm going to say, if you kept so many at the end, I kept sneaking a quick sit down. But I thought, I can't sit down, I'm going to stand up again.
He's old, obviously. A bit older than me. So, we have looked through in our cauldron of goodies. There was so many amazing ideas, and do you know what, because there were so many, we're actually going to do another one the year after, because there's one in particular that came up quite often and I really like it, and I'm so wanting to do it. But the one we have chosen, Andy, would you like?
Yeah, and I think we should say really kind of why we chose this one.
Yes.
I think out of all the ideas, they were all great, but one of the things that we really wanted to do next year is actually going to do some more travelling in the Alps, because we love the Alps. And this person, or these 2 people, they went into so much effort in putting the recommendation onto the piece of paper. So you can see there is like a whole kind of box full of suggestions, and then they even had to kind of carry on below and add some more things in. So we've chosen.
No, go on.
Oh, I can't read it because I haven't got my glasses on.
Oh my goodness me. See, being 37 that he is, and obviously me 23, I've got better eyes. So the winner is Gillian and Adrian from Hurdy Travels. Woo! It was amazing. Let me just read what they wrote on here. So the French Alps adventure. I'm probably going to say these wrong. You know us well. We do not say place names correctly.
No.
Always told off for it. So I'm going to just bear with me, and if I say it wrong, please just comment and tell me that I've said it wrong and put me right, but just do it in a different text so I can say it the correct way, if you could. So we've got Luce, which is Saint-Sauveur, bottom of the what's that say? Cold Tourmalet. I didn't read this, did I? Making sure you visit Pont de la Plame with its huge waterfall cascades. Move on to the Gavani, staying at the summit to Coltens. Fabulous hiking between France and Spain. Great cycling. Hills everywhere. Liking the sound of the hills. And also there's Col de Isipegi. There's a restaurant and another word I can't say at the top to watch the perfect sunrise. It just sounds amazing. Yeah. It sounds magical, doesn't it? So if you're watching tonight, Herdy Travels, Gillian and Adrian, please get in contact with us. If not, we shall try and find you, because that's the only details we got from you. And there's going to be 2 tickets for the NEC next year if you're wanting to go on any day, and we'll just supply those for you to say thank you. They did also get, as did everybody, oh, I've lost one of the things.
We've lost it.
Oh, we've lost the pen. Oh, I'm using it, that's right. They did get, I don't know if you can see here, a Cathargo USB stick. Look, how cool is that? And it's a KT. Oh no, it's not a KT. Oh god, it's actually not a KT.
It's an A-class.
It's an A-class. Oh, we've got more on the A-class coming.
And you know what you could do actually? If you're a caravanner, you can just pretend it's
Graham.
It's a caravan.
Graham, you're in the house. You've got your own little caravan there as well. So everybody that took part in writing a suggestion for us actually received one of these free. And so we're going to give, we did a couple of these actually fell into my bag on the way out, didn't they? And perhaps a couple of Cathargo pens as well. They fell into my bag accidentally. They don't know, so hopefully Cathargo aren't watching right now.
Hello, Lisa.
So we're going to have another little competition, so you can win one of these, and we will post it out to you, plus a Cathargo pen. But we should give you details of that later. I'm not going to do that yet. We're going to keep you hanging. So, question. Let's get involved. What was your favourite motorhome at the NEC? Did you see something that inspired and made you think, I need that? I know they were super, super expensive, crazy expensive, weren't they? We did see one who we're in conversation with might be taking it away.
Yes, I can't remember the name of it now. What was it?
I'm not going to say.
Oh.
I know, but I'm not going to say because it might not happen. But if it does, it will be amazing. And Andy will have to get his credit card out because I'm not going to buy it. Oh. It was not cheap.
No.
Oh, God, I'm going to have to get another job. So let's see the comments. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Evening all. Oh, Meandering Max. Evening all. Motorhome is us. Hi, Mr. Click 2 Man. Loving the skiing trip, Andrew Todd. Thank you. There's going to be some more about the skiing trip because obviously the skiing trip we did was amazing, and we're getting to that time of year. Snow's going to start falling soon, so in January we're heading off.
Well, not decided.
Explain.
Yeah, so we haven't actually decided which month because it's the problem with skiing is there's a lot of French people on the Alps, in the Alps on the slopes. So you've got to try and avoid when they go. And generally speaking, they're in February. So we're either going to go early in January when it's really cold, or go later in March when you get a few more kind of sunny days as well. I'm not sure yet. I'd probably like to go to both towns, but it's just a long way to go, isn't it?
It is a long way to go.
But that actually kind of brings me on to the purchase that we need to make.
Oh,
we need to buy some skis.
No.
So we hired skis last time. We've always hired skis, and I think now is the time to add the skis.
Well, it's coming up to ski season, so it's going to be more expensive.
Yes. Yeah, but we need some skis. So that's not a bad purchase, is it really?
Oh, go with that.
And you're all here witnessing.
We're not doing another live because every time we do one, you have a purchase. Did everybody see what happened after the last live? He kind of threw in a little I think we need to get a kayak for when we go away on our adventure. And I was like, we'll discuss that later. That was it. That's as far as it went.
They arrived 2 days later.
Massive, great big box in the hallway. I was like, what the hell is this? Sea kayak. It's got a lot to answer for.
But did you enjoy it? And when we went out on the sea on this holiday, the smile on Michelle's face, especially when she knew she could take a gin on there as well. She was happy. And yet again, like most of the purchases, you say, "Oh, I have to admit, I do like it."
I do. I really do like it. It's so good because I don't have to actually get wet. I don't have to like go in the water. And as of yet, because there's not been a lot of water, even though we've been to places where you could go whitewater rafting, it didn't get its opportunity. It was like more of like a stream, wasn't it? There was a few rapids, but not very much because the water's very low right now, as you all probably realise. I don't know, next year if we get more rain, I know what he's going to want to do. So if anybody wants to join him and do a bit of whitewater rafting, it's a raft for 3 we have. I'm happy to give my place up.
It's a kayak.
Oh, yeah. Gin. I'm blaming the gin. Oh, my goodness me. Right, I think somebody has said here about my pronunciation. Do Little Campbell, C for the pronunciation. C.
That's all right.
Must try harder.
Oh, C's a pass, isn't it?
Oh, no, they give me a C minus.
Oh, C minus.
Oh, that's rude. That's rude. Motorhome was Ross. Devastated I didn't get a Cathago USB stick. Did you actually come to the NEC Motorhome was Ross? Did you write it down? Because we are going to do, for one of these, we are going to do a little question live on here. And it's the person that comes up with the correct answer will win it, and we'll post it out to you with your Cathago pen. Right, let's see. So, NEC, Babbling Brooks Adria Supersonic 890 LL. We didn't actually get to see the Adria, but we did look, and it was on a lot of YouTubers' videos, wasn't it? The Adria is lovely because John and Tash, have they got an Adria?
They yeah, that's the
Is that correct? Yeah, because they've got the A class, haven't they? And that is really lovely. I'm gutted we didn't get to see it because we saw so many videos, but we just didn't get to go around the show in one day because we were meet and greeting everybody. We only got to see a few motorhomes, and whilst we're looking, people were coming up to us saying hello, which was all really lovely. But before we knew it, it was 5:30, and everybody was closing down, weren't they? So yeah. Gutted.
I've remembered the name of the motorhome now. Well,
it's a big one, isn't it? What does it begin with?
Well, there's two actually. There's the R one and the L one, so it depends which one you're talking about.
It's the R one I was talking about. The L one we can definitely talk about because that's planned, but the R one, that's a secret.
Okay.
Oh my goodness. Oh, we've got, oh no, it's somebody's name I can't actually read out. But your surname is Brantenberg. Greetings from Norway. We're visiting Norway, aren't we? Is that next year?
Well, actually, it's worth saying that of all the cards in the cauldron there, quite a few of them actually did say Norway, Sweden, Iceland, Finland, and so there's a lot of love for going up there, and we definitely want to go there because we just know this scenery is spectacular.
Iceland is hugely on the list. We definitely want to see Iceland, and Professional Moochers went to Iceland, didn't they? As did Poshcats Camping. Their videos, they put those.
They flew there, didn't they?
They did fly there, but we're going to
take the motorhome, so we're going to drive up through Norway to the top. I think it's quite a long boat ride, ferry across to Iceland.
Yeah,
but we're going to. That's
definitely
the plan.
So maybe we need to get in contact with the person Brettenberg about Norway, and they can give us some good ideas. So you need to message us, and so that's definitely on the list to be done. Motorhome is got to be the E line. Is that the E line? Which make is that? Is that the Cathago E line? No. Okay.
Not that one.
Okay. Chris Raven, Butter Caravan Coachman VIP. Oh, don't know. Oh, it's caravans. I don't have time to look in caravans. I'm so sorry, Chris. It's really Graham, caravan vlogger. If you can just respond to that little message on there, that would be amazing. I'm so sorry. I do love caravans, but we didn't even have time to go in the motorhomes, let alone caravans. We did go in caravans the first time we ever went to the show, didn't we?
Yeah.
And I was absolutely stunned how huge they are inside. Bigger than motorhomes.
Yeah.
Well, they are massive.
They haven't got the cabin, have they? The engine. So you are going to get a bigger living area.
You wouldn't want me driving a caravan in a car. Good God. Oh my goodness. So let's see. No, it's okay. Oh, Greg Butler. You know Greg?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Who's Greg's other half?
D-
Oh,
Dawn.
Dawn.
Yeah. Dawn.
Hello. We saw Greg when we were actually on our adventures. Where were we? Explain while I read some more.
Okay. Yeah. So we were where we were when they contacted us just to start us off.
Oh, come on, you're the best at places.
So it's Croatia anyway, and we're travelling around, kind of wondering where to go next. Nothing planned, and Greg and Dawn got in touch with us and said, "Oh, do you fancy meeting up?" And they said they found this great place in Croatia where you can go. If you go for a meal, then the park up is free on the air. It's literally in the vine groves in the middle of kind of nowhere.
It's beautiful, wasn't it?
Yeah, and there's only three, maybe four spaces, and Greg was trying to save us a space.
And it was the best space
But
ever.
unfortunately, there's another kind of side story onto this as well, that I actually lost the water cap off the motorhome on the way there. So we're driving all over the place trying to find a water cap. Didn't find one in the end, but we got there late.
That was our day trip to Split, wasn't it?
Yes, and that was another story as well.
That is
But yeah, so Greg was trying to save us a space, and somebody else went in there, but then he spoke to them, and we got on there. But anyway, we went out for this meal. It was amazing. Just the scenery and the setting. It was so rustic, and both the meal and the setting. We had a great time. So much so, we don't just met them. We went off after a day, and we came back to see them at Kirker Falls, didn't we? 2 days later.
We did. They're lovely, really lovely couple. They don't do YouTube or anything like that, but they are so lovely, aren't they? Really nice. And they've also got us quite excited about having well, they've got like a moped, haven't they?
They've got a moped, yeah.
Really lovely moped. So I thought, when eventually we're not on the e-bikes, moped in the garage, I think, rather than a car. I don't know, is that controversial? We don't really want to be towing a car. I think if you're towing a car, it kind of says to us you might as well be in a caravan, doesn't it? Are we right? Are we wrong? But I think we'll go on the moped thing.
I think we'll
in
go
many
through,
years to come.
Yeah, I mean, maybe when we afford this massive motorhome and we've got a car in the garage.
Yes, definitely.
Or when they make electric cars small enough to go into a garage, that'd be good.
How big's Katie got to get? Oh my goodness me! Even a possible new motorhome eventually. Not right now, Katie. Just so you know. Right, there's a few more questions. There's one Anna's going to get really excited about, but I'm not going to read that yet. What will Colin do next? Being a Nottingham guy, what is your favourite weekend getaway in Nottingham, Barney?
Okay, right. So Nottingham is close to the Peak District. So pretty much we will go to the Peak District where you've got the kind of the nice hills. Of places we like there, we like Castleton. It's probably
Doolittle were there this weekend. Castleton. It looked a bit wet actually, didn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know if that's the evening. Yeah.
But where else do we go? Buxton.
Buxton's lovely. Yeah.
We've never actually been to Nottingham in the motorhome, but I did last week get an email from the Canoeing Kayaking Society, and they were kind of showing routes, and actually that was in Nottingham, so potentially would go and park at Home Pier Point or something.
Yes, if anybody's got a kayak, if you actually, is it Canoeing News or something, sign up to them. They send loads of routes and things out. We could have done one this weekend, couldn't we? But obviously we were at a friend's party, dressed up with all the makeup on. But we've got an amazing route. So if you've got a kayak or anything, there's 3 different routes. Can you remember where they were? It weren't just Nottingham, were they?
No, there's one that landed in Derby, starting at Ashbourne, I think.
Yeah.
And they're actually special ones as well. They were haunted routes. They'd kind of planned various kind of points of interest along the way for you to look at. And
so it's worth signing up to, isn't it? Because they do send a lot of really good information. I'd just delete it because Andy looks at it. So bad, aren't I? Oh, we've got Hayley and Ashley, evening from Pevensey Bay. Where's Pevensey Bay? That sounds lovely.
I've got my glasses on, but I can just see something there. And if you want to change of address, send your purchases to Michelle. I can't read the rest of it.
Michelle doesn't see we are up for it.
Oh, okay.
Don't even need to do that, Claire. That's Doolittle. Can I just tell you the comment you're going to really like, Andy, is from Jared B. Thanks, Jared. You're meant to be on my side, not his. Boys stick together, obviously. We've got you have, in capital letters, got to get your own skis. Huge difference. They are not boys' toys.
It's a necessity, obviously.
I can use my bottom. My bottom's quite good at going on the ski slopes, as seen in February. When did we go? April.
April.
I did quite a lot of bottom skiing quite a lot of screeching, bottom skiing. What else did we have?
Well,
Oh, tummy skiing.
that's
And you did. Oh no, you didn't fall. That was when you went with the kids, wasn't it?
yeah.
Earlier, yeah. Andy did his black run and just decided to go down round and round and round, seeing everything in 360 degrees,
Yeah,
didn't you?
I didn't stop until I got to the bottom of the slope. Basically, fell over at the top, and yeah, it's a long way down. But that's one of the kind of bad downsides of going skiing late in season is the sun gets on, the snow melts it, freezes, it's ice the next day when you start. And it's it makes it a bit tricky.
Oh, we have sorry we're late, Roger the Dodger, no problems at all. And I think I've also seen VW Adventures. I think they're here as well, Lisa and Phil somewhere. I'm sure I saw them earlier. So hello lovelies, nice to have you here.
It's got a question there. So
question
from your most recent vid footage.
Oh, okay. So Matthew Ralph's that one. In your recent videos, is most of the footage from your 360 or your Hero cameras? We're all into the same sort of activities as yourselves and trying to decide which one to get. Good question, because tech, we get asked a lot, don't we? And I always pass it on to Andy because I am not the tech person. So this is for you.
Yeah. So it's really kind of such a mixture. The Hero 10 that I've got is a Hero 11 now. That is fantastic quality. Whereas the 360 is not quite so good on the quality, but the different angles you can get when shooting are amazing. So ideally it'd be one camera which does all of it together, but it doesn't exist. So what I do, I'll always film with the Hero 10, GoPro Hero 10 first, and then if I need to put it on the pole, then it's the 360. The 360 is a bit more kind of like special effects and unusual angles as I'm shooting. Yeah, so your drink.
Cheers! It is Sunday.
I do get asked quite a lot of questions about how I film with the pole, and what is really important with the pole is if it wasn't a 360 camera, it'd be really hard to point the camera in the right direction. But with the 360 on the top of there, it doesn't matter where I point it because I get back to the edit on the computer after the event, and I can choose which angle it looks at and take that out, and that's the footage. So in answer to your question, if I was buying just one camera, I would probably buy the Hero 10
because
or
it's
11.
easier, isn't it, when it comes to doing all the editing, isn't it? I've seen the screen when he's doing the 360 and it looks manic, and I just walk back out because it's bonkers. I mean, even when you do the normal stuff,
Yeah,
but the 360 you have to do so much more with it, don't you?
Yeah, it's just a lot of faff really, because if you think about it, you've got to kind of choose all the angles. So you load the footage up. This is before you even start editing, and you say, right, I'm pointing this way, and then gradually I want you to move over to there and that point. And if you don't get it right, it looks terrible. So you spend a lot of time just on one clip, and in a video, there's quite easily kind of 30 or 40 clips. So I can spend 2 or 3 hours before I even start editing, just sorting the 360 out, and then it's into the editing process.
Right, we have another question here. Flanoles, that's a 2 chat. There seems to be a few people milling about the locations you explore. Do you travel during off season?
Yes, we always avoid school holidays, don't we now?
We do, yeah. Because for one, it's really super expensive, and two, it's just crazy busy because obviously school holidays, a lot of people have to go with the children. So now we don't have young children. We prefer to go out of season, don't we?
Yeah.
So, and it's just a bit quieter. But saying that, on our 6-week trip we went away, when we were in Slovenia, my goodness, the campsite was heaving. You probably saw the video. We arrived quite late, didn't we? Because it was a big travel day to get there.
Yeah.
And literally, it's a massive site. It's a really lovely site. But to try and find a place to like shoehorn Katie into was quite difficult. And because it was that time of night, everybody's eating, they're sitting outside, chatting to one another, and we're rocking up and like trying to get in the space. Can't get in there. We'll go off to another. It was just mortifying, wasn't it? But I think that was on the Sunday. Was it Sunday?
I mean, the reason is that we found out that Germans have a lot of public holidays in September, and they can take 2 weeks off, but only use up 1 week of their holiday. And so all the Germans, if they can, they go away the first 2 weeks of September.
Yeah. Which is a nightmare because we love going in September. That is our thing, isn't it? Not only is it our wedding anniversary, but we just love going in September because you've still got the water's still quite warm. You've got lovely weather. It's just, but yeah, it is what it is, isn't it? Just got to share.
And just one more thing on that as well. So I forget who it was who asked, but if I have a choice when I'm editing,
Flanoles.
and if there's a shot I can take where there's nobody, it could be a crowd behind me, and there's nobody there, I'll film and use that. So you don't want to have loads of people all the time. So I try to show as few people as possible, but generally speaking, there aren't many people where we go.
No, and especially on the mountains. I think this holiday was totally different. It was touristic places, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was like when we went to the Amalfi Coast, Postiana, Portofino. Wow, super yacht, amazing. There's us with our Lycra, with our bikes, and everybody else has got their Versace on, all their designer brands, taking all the Instagram posts. We're sitting there with our beetroot sandwiches in cling film.
Yeah,
we're so posh, aren't we?
But I did clock though somebody on the on one of the super yachts, or a couple of guys on the super yachts, as we were going past. They were looking at our e-bikes, weren't they?
Probably thinking, what the heck's that? No, I think they were looking at it in a good way. We like our e-bikes. We do need to change them though. We need to get full suspension, don't we? But the bikes that we have got already, they were $3,000 each, was it?
Yeah.
Is it 3,000 each? So expensive, and for the full suspension, ouch. So yeah, and Giant also, because ours are Giant. We do love them. They're not very bright. If you travel in Europe, the colours are really, really vibrant. They're not your blacks, navies, your dark colours. They're super bright, and we love the bright colours, don't we? Really like them. So we were quite tempted to buy new bikes, I think, in Europe. But then what do we do with other ones? Can't have 4 bikes in the garage. We'd have to take the kayak out and the sup. Matthew King. A liner for 2 would be nice to borrow. Need a bit of lottery win, or perhaps Carthago should give you a long-term loan as a brand ambassadors. Well, we might have some news for you, Matthew King.
That.
We're not brand ambassadors.
I mean, we're not having one, are we?
We're not having one. I would really love one. That is my ultimate dream, Carthago. If you are watching, liner for 2, please. If we could do a little bit of a deal.
You just don't stop, do you?
No. We are going to be taking out a liner for 2. We're booked in we're going to York. Well, we're actually staying at Knaresborough, the club site, aren't we? Because we couldn't get in at York because it's so late to book. The very first week of December, giving us the liner for 2, picking it up on the Friday, not taking it back till 4 years on the Monday. Amazing! So excited. That has been my absolute dream. When the liner for 2 came out, I don't know if any of you have ever seen the Carthago. Obviously, quite a few of you have. Babylon Brooks have mentioned the liner for 2. The lounge area is like huge, isn't it? And it's got this massive, massive TV, and you can sit, and the chairs relax and they recline. Oh my God, living the dream. But to be fair, when are we ever going to sit there and watch telly?
No, I know.
We watched TV one day. The first day we actually went away, didn't we, on our 6 weeks? So we don't really watch TV, but just to relax and be living that dream.
Very Instagram friendly as well.
What is?
Liner for 2. Imagine the photos you can get in there.
I just think they need to just give us the keys and just leave it there. I would be well up for that. I'm so super excited. Anyway, let's read some more. We've got T6 California Dave, Andy, Michelle, thanks for helping us with your Spanish route this weekend. Simon and Yasmin.
Yeah, I remember this has a few email exchanges.
Had a few comments on that. Yorkshire. Joanne Whitley. Hi from Joanne and David in Yorkshire. That's where the Yorkshire came. I just read it a bit earlier. Who else have we got? Oh, Jovie Journeys. Hi guys. Hello. They came to see us at the NEC, but unfortunately we didn't actually speak to them because there's a bit of a queue apparently, so they had to disappear. But nice to have you on board. Would love to do what you do, but really ask, how do you finance the adventures you go on for weeks on end? Andy, you could answer that one.
Yeah, I mean, this last trip was a bit more expensive than I expected. It was always going to be expensive on thinking about it because we're going to places like Florence and Dubrovnik and Split and the Amalfi Coast. These are expensive places. But on other trips, when mainly what we want to do is go hiking and biking. It's a free activity once you've got the e-bikes.
Yeah.
And quite often in northern Spain, a lot of the air's for free as well. But then you've got quite a big expense kind of getting down there. How do we finance it? I'm still working,
Full time.
so that helps.
Yeah.
But it is.
You've got a really well-paid job, and you've been in a well-paid job. That is quite stressful, and you've been doing it all your life, haven't you?
Yeah.
So we've managed to like save. We've been putting monies into pension, into different things. We did stocks and shares, but that's how we paid for Katie, because we went from a tent to buying Katie, and we wanted to just buy her outright. And I am so grateful that we bought her literally the month after we got married, because we were talking about it, and he says, when I retire, I think that's when we want to get a motorhome. But we did it 5 years ago. The prices now, I mean, just Katie alone, how much she is worth now for a similar van.
I think it'd be £50,000 more to buy Katie now.
It is £50,000 more. There's no way we could have financed that. It's just so expensive. So if you haven't got a van or anything like that right now, and even the second-hand market, it's so expensive. They can charge premium prices, can't they?
Yeah.
It has got to bottom out at some stage, because it's just not stopping, even with the way of the world right now and how crazy it is. The motorhome show, we were literally chin hitting the floor with how expensive everything was. Even the small little motorhomes, they were over £100,000 for like campers. Bonkers. Oh, Herdy Travels are here. Hello. I don't know if you were here earlier, but we've mentioned you. You are the winners. So you need to just privately message us. And we've got we'll sort out to get some motorhome tickets for you for the NEC next year, if you're going to be going, and you can choose what day it is. If not, we'll sort something else out for you. Let's have a look. Oh, Jovie Journeys. What gin are you drinking? Oh, one of my favourites. I like a bit of Whitley, that's really nice.
I like that one.
No, you like the rhubarb.
Oh,
Rhubarb and ginger is your favourite, the purple bottle. But we have got some other gin, haven't we, that we got from Scotland, which I'm still going through. Yours was what percentage?
60% Navy strength.
Blows your mind. Absolutely blows your mind. I'm on my back within 2 seconds. That's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah. And interestingly, when we did the gin tasting, there were tellers that should not put more tonic in than you've got gin. It should be half and half.
Yes, that's right. They were really good, actually, weren't they? It was great. Oh, Do Little Campers have just said something here. We've just bought the Hero 10, and it has improved our production quality a lot. So it just shows, what have we got? Is ours a 10 or 11? The 11's out, isn't it?
Yeah.
But we didn't buy the 11 because...
It's not enough of an upgrade, really. So I think if it's... The 10 is fantastic. You don't really need the 11. I wouldn't.
But if you haven't got one, it's worth buying the 11, isn't it?
Unless you want to save yourself, maybe I think it's about £50 or £100 cheaper just to buy the 10.
What?
Yeah.
Is it really? Wow, the tech is so expensive, isn't it? You want the new GoPro Max, don't you? But it's not come out this year. We were hoping it would come out at the same time as the original, like the GoPros themselves. And he said, I'm holding out for the GoPro Max, because the GoPro Max is in 4K. Is that right?
Oh, it actually shoots, technical now, it shoots 6K. But it uses it actually only generates 5.6K because it uses that other bit to stitch the two sections together. But then when you output it to flat onto a video, you only get 1080. So 1080 when you've got 4K from the Hero 10, big difference. Because if you get like a clear, beautiful day when you're shooting that Hero 10 or a Hero 11, it's just stunning.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, the footage is amazing, isn't it? We have got some amazing footage. And also the DJI Mavic 2 Mini. Is that right?
Yeah.
Get me! I don't even do this stuff. And it's because I have to stand there and wait while he twizzles it round to... What is that for? With your little...
No, you don't need to do that anymore now. Calibrate the compass.
Oh, do you not do that?
No.
I'm sure I saw you twizzling.
No.
Did you just twizzle then on the
No,
mountains for no reason? Yeah, he does.
There's a Mavic 3 Mini out now.
No, you're not having that. Absolutely no. That's a no. No. Bogus Barber 1. Hi, I've loved watching your adventures. Very jealous. Haven't even gone abroad yet because of work. Oh, hopefully next year. We'll keep watching for first place to go. Only had our Chasson 3 years. Oh, do you know what? When you do get to go abroad, it is so much easier, isn't it, to go abroad than it is in the UK. Explain the reasons why while I carry on reading.
Okay. I mean, a lot of people are afraid of or feel a bit nervous about going abroad because it is all new. You know, what happens if you break down, and how do you kind of go around roundabouts the wrong way? But it is just so easy, because things like roundabouts, you approach them and they're pointing the right way to go around them. Breaking down, you know, we've done that. We broke down early this year. Actually, the breakdown was much easier and quicker and more efficient in France when we broke down than
For them to come out and sort
yeah,
us out, you mean?
than ever kind of in this country.
Yeah.
The roads are so much quieter. The worst thing that happens to us on a holiday is getting back to the UK, hitting the M20, the M25, the M1, the bumpy roads.
The M25, when we came back, it was when they had the people doing the stuff on the
QE2
bridge. Oh my goodness. And they were trying to off-road you onto another road which had a massive accident, and it was just bonkers. We were there for hours, and literally, you know, when you've been away and you've got to come home, you don't want to come home, and you're thinking, okay, we're home, we've got to just get here, we're in the UK, want to get my washing on, want to get my shopping, say hello to my family, and we were just sat in Katie on the road, weren't we?
After driving from southern France.
That was a really long day, wasn't it? So Monday evening, we were knackered. I'm so glad we won't go to the NEC on Tuesday. We'd have been dreadful. I'd have been falling asleep inside a motorhome. Oh, Lindsay McConnell, buy the skis and come skiing in Scotland. Hook up available on our drive.
Oh, there we go.
Is that for everybody? Lindsay, you're so lovely. We're so doing that. We won't give your address out. You're okay. We're looking forward to that, although I'm not as good a skier as yourself. I use my bottom, as you know. What's this? We've got Douglas Davis. Good evening from the Lake District. Minnie Barney has recovered from his day at the NEC. Hopefully Carthago weren't too upset by the crazy running. There was quite a lot of crazy running around, wasn't there?
I don't know. What do you mean?
There was lots of people
running
around, and because we were kind of in the middle, we actually had the board behind us that was explaining about all the different motorhomes and the layouts, so it was a really bad place for us to be and just chatting, because people were like sort of standing over others trying to look at the board, and we go, hello, have you come to see us? And they're like, no, we just want to see the motorhomes and just see the layout, please. Rude, just rude, isn't it? Oh, Ali for Faith, hello, might be a little late, but hi. They came to see us. Lovely to see you.
We haven't done the second competition yet, and it's time's getting on, so probably should go for that.
What is the time? Oh my god, it's 1:45.
Yeah.
Right.
So shall I introduce it, or are you going to do it?
Right. We'll just tell you. We haven't told them very much, have we? Right. We have got a question. If you want to win these, the question is, you have to have been watching our first video, and it is
first video from the Europe.
Oh, I haven't written it down. I don't mind looking at that. Go on.
Okay, so not the last video, the one where we showed where we was in Salzburg and we did Sound of Music, etc. The intro to that video, it shows me jumping off a cliff, and the question is how high do you think that cliff was? And the person who's closest to it, without going over, is the winner.
Has to be. Was it feet?
Well, you can say feet.
No.
I mean feet.
Is that feet you wanted?
Feet, yeah, do it in feet.
Right, so start writing down what you think it is in feet, and when the correct answer comes up, our lovely what's it called? What to call them?
Moderators.
Do little campers will be looking out for all the details. We've got one here, Matthew King, 35 feet. 36 feet.
That's it.
Is it 36 feet?
It's 36 feet.
Oh my God, Janice Bradby, you've got it right. That didn't take very long, did it?
It didn't, no.
Oh, I thought we were going to have quite a few going on. Well done, Janice Bradby. Amazing. Oh, look at a caravan blogger, 15,000 feet.
I tell you, that's what it felt like. I got up there and I looked down and thought, that looks a long way. This is higher than anything I've done in the past.
He didn't tell me he was jumping from that high. He told me he was jumping from the lower one. And then when he went crawling up onto the top, just waved, literally went in. Well, you saw in the video, it took him ages to pop back up. And I thought, oh my God, I've got to get myself in this huge kayak back to Katie, and I've got to drive Katie back. That was my main concern.
My main concern was getting to the top and get some oxygen, because I had to put a couple of strokes in to get out.
So can we say a huge congratulations? We've got no little noises, have we? Woo! those will be winging their way to you. If you can just send us a little message of your details, we will send those to you. So what's the information we're going to give them then? Oh, we've told them about the Aligner for 2, haven't we?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They are.
Let me just have a quick, because there's been so many things and we've been nattering away. Hi, both of you. Love the videos. What's your worst motorhome experience? I recently nearly took off the top of my motorhome on a low bridge in France.
Oh God.
Happy days, Lee and Vicky. That's Mr. Cotto 777. Hell's bells. Do you know what we do, actually? On the sun visor, Andy has got his height, weight, width written down so that when he sees a bridge, he just checks it, even though he knows it. It's just to like, because when you look, you go into sheer panic, don't you? When I do, I go into sheer, go, oh my God, we're never going to get under there. So you just look at it. Really good tip. So I think maybe, so you haven't got a convertible motorhome, I would put that in your visor.
I did notice, I forget which country it was, that they didn't, it might have been France, they weren't always putting the height of the bridges in, which is a bit naughty.
Oh, really?
Mm.
Oh, what will Colin do next? Cooking. The only time I saw Michelle cooking on one of your videos, she put an empty pan on the hob. Did you realise? Did I really? I do actually cook, but do you know what? He never ever videos when I'm cooking. It's always Andy. I have to video him when he's cooking. And also in the videos, I did quite a lot, didn't I? And you went, right, tuck in. I've done all the dinner. I cooked the flipping dinner. He tries to get the praise all the time. But Andy, to be fair to him, he's a very, very good cook. And I'm just a completely average cook, aren't I?
I think the next tour, we'll have to kind of film you every time you cook, won't we?
Oh, God, no, let's not do that, please. Tartan chicken onto a high both. Need to do the MC500 in the liner for 2.
Well, that would be nice. I mean, both the liner for 2 and...
We definitely need at least 3 months, wouldn't we?
Yeah.
We'd need 3 months for that. So maybe I'll speak to them and I'll show them that. And I'll just say, I think we might need to take it out for a bit longer than just how long we've got? Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 4 days. I'm going to go for 3 years. That's what I'm going for. Andy Glore, remember we said we were going skiing in February. Have you made a decision where you're going? We can't make up our minds. Grindelwald or Grand Bornand?
No, we haven't made our minds up yet. I guess we're still kind of in recovering from 6 weeks and everything that's in our minds from that. But
that is what you're sorting though, aren't you?
Yeah, soon the head needs to get into the skiing space and start to kind of plan out where we're going. Although, it's like we didn't have to plan where we went last time. We just turned up and the space there's hardly anybody there. So ideally, it'd be great to just be able to kind of choose as we set off.
Oh, definitely.
Where we're going.
Yeah, but we have got to plan a little bit because we might be taking a few.
Yeah.
Few other
we might go with Andy.
Andy Glore might be coming with us. There might be a couple more that might want to come with us as well.
So when you've chosen somewhere, Andy, let us know. And
Andy Glore. Get in contact. Yeah. We've got a message here from Flanoles. What was your favourite spot in Scotland? We are travelling there in April 2023. My God, Scotland was amazing. Sango Sands.
Yeah, Sango Sands.
That was one of the best.
Shadow of a doubt.
But was that the best area? Favourite spot?
Oh, God. It's also fantastic though. It's and we missed a lot as well. I mean, I think I would say is like our west is best. So the east is fantastic, but west is super fantastic. I like Greenard Bay.
Oh, Greenard Bay, yeah. Somebody was writing about that, weren't they?
Yeah.
Saying something about
it. Anthrax. So there's an island, Greenard Island.
That's right.
They practiced. I didn't practice. They tested anthrax there
on the island,
and it's come back and killed a few.
A lot of the wildlife apparently is dead. So they're thinking that.
They burnt. So they actually burnt the whole island.
Yeah. The world we're living in right now is bonkers. Oh, professional moochers, Andy, if you need convincing that you need a DJI Mini 3 drone, let me know. Thanks for that.
Yeah, I don't need convincing.
I don't need convincing. He doesn't need it. He just doesn't need it. He's got enough, thank you.
It does follow me. Follow you, mode.
Mark and Lorna. Hi, guys from fellow motorhomers. Love your adventures. Cheers with the G&T. Oh, look, I've not drunk very much.
Cheers you with a beer.
Just been nattering loads.
Lake District beer. Wainwright.
Oh, my goodness, no. Let's see what else we've got here. Hi guys, hi guys. Hope you're well, Sarah and Lee. Motorhoming in the slow lane. We are, thank you. Hoots mon, dunk fiut about with us. That's Duncan Dawson. Do you know, I think people just write things down, so I just look like a Nazi because I can't flipping read half of it. Just a nightmare, aren't I?
Duncan writes that quite often on the
He
comments.
does actually on the video. Yes, he often comments on our YouTube videos, doesn't he? But I let you do the YouTube stuff, so I don't get to see it so much. What else have we got? Thanks. So, can you get a Cathargo for us too, please? For Bruce's Adventures, just for a few weeks, we won't break it. Love it. Bogus Barger, thanks so much for the info. Confidence is a big one for everyone. I think first time going. Thanks, guys. Oh, thank you. Phil and Lisa, we did both of Scotland, west and east, and west around the locks is the better side. Oh, we like the locks, didn't we? Did you see Nessie? I saw Nessie on the video. I didn't actually see him in real life, though. Claire Williams, do you use any books or blogs when planners? We are big into hiking too, so always interested in planning and hiking vanning routes.
Yeah, so I bought a book on Slovenia, Italy and Croatia. I'm just taking them out now before I went away. I had a quick read of them, and that's before I set off, and that's all we did. They didn't help us. It was interesting reading back through the books now.
Yeah.
Now I'm a bit more familiar with the countries, but basically, we use apps, and the apps Wikiloc that you can search on pictures and you can see like, oh, that looks nice. Where's the route to hike? And that just kind of gives us our places to go.
Oh, definitely.
But there's always so much more to do and find out about these places once you've actually been there. You can keep going on and on and on and on. So we've got to go back to Slovenia, haven't we?
Slovenia was absolutely amazing. The people were so lovely. The place was beautiful. It's really cheap. It was just gorgeous. I really enjoyed Croatia, but I think now it's becoming so popular and so touristic that the prices have they just rocketed, haven't they? The price of the campsites and everything really expensive. Dubrovnik, beautiful, but my God, so expensive, wasn't it?
Yeah, just to walk along the castle walls was €50 for two people.
And then if you want food or anything, you're talking probably £30-40 just for like a lunch, a real basic lunch with a drink, aren't you? It's just so expensive. I would definitely go back to Slovenia. Croatia, not so much because just too expensive. We love Switzerland. Switzerland is really expensive, but it is beautiful and it's worth it. And I don't know whether some of you saw towards the end of our adventures, we were in Switzerland, weren't we? And we stayed on a car park, which was literally right opposite the ice rink. You could hear them hitting the pucks and stuff, couldn't you, one evening, the night we arrived? There was no hookup, had the mountains behind us, beautiful country.
The showers were the team showers, so you had to come choose your time to go, and it was like an all in together sort of thing, so you had to choose your time to go and have a shower.
I didn't even go in there. I didn't even use the toilet. I just used Katie's because I've got someone here that does the blue jobs for us and I do the pink jobs in here. But yeah, and that was, how much was that?
That was 25 Swiss francs.
25, just
so it's about £23.
Yeah. But then we looked at the campsites because we were going to stay on a campsite, weren't we? Because we wanted to charge up the EcoFlow because we'd used it to charge up our batteries, the bike batteries, so it was running a bit low anyway. But the campsite fees between 50 and 60 euros, Swiss francs, and we're out of season. You know, it's just, I'd hate to think how much they are in season, but it is beautiful, and we'll do more off-grid, I think, when we're in Switzerland, won't we? If we're allowed to. I don't know. We haven't really looked into that. We will definitely do that. But upcoming adventures, what are we doing? Apart from obviously what Herdy Travellers told us, and skiing. What else have we got coming? What else are we thinking of doing?
Well, we want to do 3 big things next year. So the first one is skiing. The second one, we're going to see Pink at Hyde Park, and we're going to tag on the end of that experience and go into the Alps again. Is this what?
Yes. No. Yeah. Yes.
Just checking we're on the same page here.
We're on the same page.
Because we, as we're saying, we just love the Alps, and kind of the idea is just to start at one end of the Alps and just basically traverse all the way across through all the countries of the Alps.
Yeah.
So that'll be maybe a 4 or 5 week tour, middle of the year.
Yeah.
And then and that's basically kind of we're taking the kind of competition winner. Then.
Yeah.
And then
We're taking them, are we?
no, we're taking
You.
congratulations. That's a good prize. Are you paying? And then end of the year, I don't know what we're doing.
I don't know. I leave that to you.
Yeah, we really want to do New Zealand, and but New Zealand, we've been talking to some people, and they recommended going in January.
Yeah.
And so, not this January, the January after that will be our.
Yes, and
big
we said
news.
actually when we go to New Zealand, because we want to go, and we'll probably be sort of like 3-4 months we'll be out there for winter. So rather than obviously trying to get Katie over there, which is ridiculous, we were thinking of not hiring a motorhome because the prices are extortionate, but actually buying a motorhome out there, traveling in it, and then we just sell it on, because you end up getting quite a good deal, don't you? Because they have like a bit of a deal. If you buy it from one of them, they have somebody the other end, you can sell it back to them, can't you? So that's probably our best deal. But somebody on the Carthago stand actually approached us, didn't they?
Yes.
Something to do with Carthago.
Yeah.
And hopefully we might be able to sort out something with them. So that's really good. Won't be a liner for two. Because it will be a used one, won't it? But that'll be really good. So we're really excited about going to New Zealand, because it is just one of those places that's, wow, amazing. We've got a question here from Andy Glaw. Any planned upgrades and modifications for Katie?
Not really. For the first few years, Katie's 5 years old now. We kept doing upgrades, and with the latest one being the big chunky tires. But now I think we're almost there, which
Yeah.
which is good, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, I think the one thing we haven't got in Katie is an inverter, which is why I have to use the EcoFlow. So potentially we could get some lithium batteries, but
Yeah,
we just don't know what we're going to do with Katie in the future. Our leisure battery seems to be going strong at the moment, but it is 5 years old, so I'm actually kind of thinking that maybe we should change the battery.
Yeah,
but if you change the battery, you have all the solar setup and all the boxes and everything else needs changing as well.
Yeah. Oh, we've got somebody said here, our friends go to New Zealand November for 6 months.
Nice.
They go in November.
Yeah.
Oh, see, I can't go anywhere over Christmas. I love Christmas, and it's coming up soon, isn't it? With friends and family. So, Christmas we'll always be at home, but the rest of the year we can be travelling, can't we? We can be anywhere in the world. Vincent Heaton, hello from Ireland. Do you have Ireland on your itinerary? Maybe the Wild Atlantic Way. I'm a fellow Carthago owner, the Chic Sea Line L4.9. I must say they are the most comfortable motorhome to drive. We've not actually been in that one, have we?
No. And
4.9 and Ireland.
Ireland. So Ireland is always on our list, and we keep going like, shall we go? And then something happens. It's either it doesn't work out for whatever reason. We're definitely going, but it's just fitting it in really.
Yeah,
we definitely want to do the west.
Yeah, I think
Western coast,
because obviously Andy's going to be taking retirement, fingers crossed, hopefully next year, aren't you? And so we're going to have loads and loads and loads of time on our hands, aren't we? There's also a few little things that we can just discuss with you now, but we might actually, possibly, there's not a definite yes, but be doing some tours, taking people away for like 21 days, something like that, just taking them across into Europe. We're actually going to do it with a company at the moment. This is all kind of like just being spoken about, isn't it? But that is the plan. We're not going to tell you who it is. But yeah, so you might see our faces, these mugshots here, on your tour if you're going abroad. We might do the UK, but I think I'm rather go abroad really.
Europe.
Oh, there we go. We're doing Europe. Not discussing that then. No, not discussing that. So that would be really good. So you might turn up on your tour and then you've got Michelle and Andy as your tour guides for 21 days. Hell on earth, good luck. Jared B, motorhome back at home in New Zealand is super expensive. New Zealand is like Switzerland and Italy without infrastructure, people, or history.
Oh goodness.
Really? Oh, we're hiring a motorhome out there and it's super expensive. Oh God.
I mean, that is the one thing about being a motorhomer though, is that these expensive countries you can do cheaper. Because you go to supermarkets, you buy your food, you don't eat out. It's in Switzerland we paid 85 Swiss francs for 2 burger meals. Super expensive. But rest of the time we were shopping in Lidl, weren't we? And it wasn't much
Yeah, just
more
doing local
expensive.
supermarkets and stuff, weren't we? Yes, it wasn't too bad. I think that's the beauty, isn't it, of having a motorhome, is that you can make it cheaper. You can, if you've got solar, and you've got like an EcoFlow or a Bluetti or something like that, Jackery, you can go off grid for 3-4 days. We've got a really good water tank, haven't we? So we've actually got 2 toilets as well. Not in Katie, we've got 2 cassettes. We haven't used them both. Do you like the action there? Cassette.
What would you know about the action for changing the cassette?
I've seen you do it, mate. Occasionally you go, oh my God, that's when you've been in it. Obviously, rose petals here.
Right, I think that's enough.
Bruce Adventures. We've done the Wild Atlantic Way on motorbikes and definitely have it on the list to do in the motorhome. It's absolutely stunning. Wild Atlantic Way.
Yeah.
Absolutely, definitely.
There's so many places and so little time, isn't there?
I
really?
know. Talking about time, what is the time?
It's probably gone past 8, but we can carry on for a little bit longer.
Oh, do you want to keep talking for a little bit? Do you want to let us know if you're ready to go?
Well, they'll just drop off if
They'll just drop off, yeah. And we've got to make sure we end it correctly this time after last time. We were nattering away. You could all hear us.
And some people were panicking because they weren't sure what we were going to say. And
we're awfully polite. We're so polite. We were so nice, weren't we?
Yes.
We don't say anything. Jared, I'm being super mean about my home country. You'll think it's amazing. Oh, this is New Zealand, yeah. Andy Glow, that's what we did in New Zealand. They have some fantastic tramping there. Tramping, North Island and South Island.
Camping, maybe?
Yeah, they have some fantastic camping, not tramping, I'm hoping. North Island and South Island are both fantastic, but very different. Well, we've got quite a lot of time. So is 3 to 4 months going to be long enough then? Do we need longer? Maybe we need 6 months.
Well, if you've seen the activities you can do in New Zealand.
Is there a lot of climbing?
There's everything. It's all on a big scale.
Did you notice? Winning! The climbing gear stayed firmly in that cupboard up there. Didn't show its face once.
No, there's limited opportunities in the places we went to. But when we go away next year to the Alps, it's going to be in abundance.
So if somebody wants to be sitting in this seat right here while I stay at home, please be my guest. I'm sure you'll fit in my harness very well. The Babbling Brooks New Zealanders come to the UK to buy a motorhome, then import them to New Zealand. It's much cheaper that way.
Interesting.
God, see, I wouldn't want to import, but hopefully we've sorted that, haven't we? With that chap that was on the Carthago stand. So let's see. Tartan chicken on top, Mexico for the Grand Prix. See, I'm not a Grand Prix fan. I don't understand. I don't like the cars whipping round. That is a Grand Prix, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah, it's not.
Was that on last night as well?
Yes.
Oh gosh, no! Don't do. You like the Grand Prix, kind of.
Yeah, I don't have time to watch it now, but
no. Oh, professional routers have told us Top Gear is on. That means obviously it's going to go do 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 do. Everybody's going to disappear. Oh, hiking and tramping in New Zealand. Tramping is hiking.
Oh, didn't know that.
Andy, get with the thing. I thought you'd know that. F1 is dull. I'm with you, Michelle. Thank you. It's just not my thing, is it? So, tell us, because we're going over slightly, where's your holiday? Where is the best place that you have visited? Where are you planning to go for next year? Or even the end of this year? Has your motorhome gone away? Do you do putting it to bed? Or do you travel in it like we do? Because I just think it's an expensive vehicle. We're not putting Katie to bed. We're actually going away next weekend, aren't we?
We are.
Can't wait.
We don't know where, but we're going to go away.
We're going to look what the weather's like. Obviously, we have to be a bit more like closer to home because we only have like a couple of nights away. But we are not putting Katie to bed. Katie stays awake all the time. She doesn't have much rest, does she? What do you do? Do you think about bringing them back out in the spring? Let us know. Write it in the comments. Oh, I can't actually get the comments. I've lost them. Oh, here we go. Here's the arrow. Here we go. Oh, Matthew Rouse. Thank you for your advice. Great chat. Have a great evening. Oh, Matthew Rouse. He's going.
Thank you, Matthew.
Cheers, Matthew. Motorhoming in the slow lane. We need our van to be finally fixed so we can go away again. Oh, that's not good, is it? Oh, see, that's what I always worry about. I did a little bit of driving. I did motorway driving, didn't I? And I also did a little bit of normal driving on normal roads. But I just panicked because I think if anything happened whilst we were out, parts are so hard to get at the minute, aren't they? Really expensive, and they're also really difficult to get. We could be without a van for 6 months. I could not imagine not going away in Katie for 6 months.
No.
Could you? It's just no, couldn't do it. Bruce Adventures all year round for us. Yes, you don't buy them to kind of put them away, do you?
And also, if you put them away, you risk kind of the damp, and it's not good for them to be stored over winter.
Yeah, definitely. Hurdy Travels, they're off to Yorkshire next month. Very nice. We like Yorkshire. That's lovely.
We need to do a lot more of Yorkshire.
We do. It's a little bit further, so we have to sort of plan that though, don't we? But we do. We love Yorkshire. Susan Smith. Hello, Susan. No, we like the winter as much as the summer. I think if you've got the right gear, winter is beautiful. It's like autumn is amazing, isn't it? The colours on the trees, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
But
And
winter.
it's so nice in the motorhome when it gets nice and cosy and warm.
Oh, yeah. It's dark outside. Get the gin out, put the heating on. Oh, love it. Absolutely love it. Wow. Babbling Brooks are going to Spain for 90 days in December. They're using their 90 days for Brexit, aren't they? Very good. Spain. That'll be lovely.
Yeah.
Nice temperatures. Maybe go Portugal as well.
Yeah.
There's so many. Oh, limitless. Brilliant. Don't blame me, Babbling Books. Hurdy Travels are then going to Mid Wales for the new year. Oh, nice. What are we doing for?
We're off to Devon.
We are,
for
aren't
the
we?
new year.
For the new year. Going with your mum, aren't we? And
Yeah.
family. Bruce's Adventures. If things work out for us, we'll be away for winter in Spain or maybe even Portugal. A lot of people go to Portugal this time of year. When we went to, was it Spain? We were meant to go to Portugal as well, weren't we? And we ran out of time. Is that right?
Well, we didn't plan it, so we just had a choice of where to go, and we actually chose to go to the Pyrenees rather than Portugal because there's bigger mountains there. But
Yeah.
if the weather had been bad in the Pyrenees, we'd have gone to Portugal.
Yeah. We've yet to get to Portugal, haven't we?
It's on the list.
Oh,
Never been.
There's so many on the list. There's so many on the list. Jared B, ski weekends all winter, -12, coldest night last year. Then the next big trip, Depeche Mode at Stade de France for my 50th birthday. Congratulations, the big 50. What a way to spend it as well. Depeche Mode.
Yeah.
Superb. Yes, we're with you there. We love all that kind of music.
80s.
Yeah, did the 80s cruise. Amazing. Love the 80s. Andy Galore, you know us, no rest for our knaus. However, best holiday for us was a holiday a few years ago. Went to the Picos in the Pyrenees, skiing in the winter. Really loved the experience in the winter. Picos is amazing. The amount of people that have been to the Picos recently, loads, isn't there?
Yeah, but the Picos we'd not heard of it, had we, before we went there? I saw a picture in a magazine of the Carr's Gorge. Thought that looks good. So just that one picture made us go to northern Spain, do the Carr's Gorge, and we just fell in love with it.
It's gorgeous, isn't it? So many. Right, there's quite a few people starting to leave now. We've got Caravan Vlogger, they're going. Caravan Vlogger Graham, he's quite quiet. I was expecting to get a few cheeky little comments in there, but he's been on his best behaviour.
So shall we just read through the last ones and then
we should read the last few. Deb was, hey lads, I'm so jealous you're going to love it. We went a few years ago for 4 months and I definitely going to leave a bit of your soul there. Definitely going to leave. Oh, that must be about New Zealand, mustn't it? Yeah, we are so excited about going there. Absolutely. Bruce's Adventures. Worst case, we'll be up in the Highlands for a month or two. Nothing wrong with that. No. That will be amazing. Motorhomes are us. We're leaving tomorrow for Camper UK November event. Oh,
is that the fireworks? I think they do fireworks there, don't they?
I don't know. Actually, don't know that. Oh, and then they're going to Spain, España, in December. Joanne Whitley, we are hiring a motorhome next year. What would you recommend to go? We love your vlogs.
Where?
Oh, sorry. Oh, where would you recommend to go? So they're hiring a motorhome next year.
Gosh, that's a big question. So, where would you go?
I say Spain.
Yeah, I mean, it depends
so
how long.
Easy as well.
Yeah, it depends how long you've got.
Yeah.
If it's a week, wouldn't go to Spain. I would go to probably the Lake District. I think what I would do is not book anything if it's in the UK and just look where the weather is and go where the sun shines, so to speak.
That is the beauty of it. But yeah, I mean, if you want to message us with how long you've got, we can maybe give you some ideas and some places. So yeah, just send us a little private message and we'll try and help you out there, Joe. Tot and Trigger, thanks for a great live. Take care and stay safe. Thank you. Bruce Adventures, thank you. Lisa and Phil, good night both. Great live again. Oh, everybody's saying goodbye. Yes, it's the fireworks open event, Motorhome, as Russell just said. Oh, it's been so lovely to chat with you all. I can't believe how fast the time goes. I haven't stopped, have I?
No.
I've got to behave. Sorry. It's because I'm reading all the questions.
That's all right. I mean, I've got my ski purchase agreed, so it's a win for me.
Oh, goodness gracious me. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. And yeah, look out. Oh, and there's also going to be a little ski video in there of our top tips that's coming out in the next 3 weeks. It's how many tips?
21.
21 tips if you're going to go skiing with your motorhome. What's good to pack? That's coming out soon. That'll be coming in between our adventures.
Yeah.
So, gonna say goodbye. Thank you. And we're gonna shut you down this time.
Yeah.
Bye all. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah.